Us this evening. More on that story for you in just a moment. But first, 6 Investigates follows up on the Navy's concerns about the proposed new site for Carroll High School on the city's south side. Now, as we reported yesterday, CCISD wants to build a new campus on the edge of a crash zone for Cabinets Field, and that's despite a recommendation from the Navy not to build a school there. The reason? Well, the spot where the classrooms would have been located was in the crash zone for Navy training flights at Cabinets Field. So the district moved the classrooms over to the other side of the property on Saratoga Boulevard, but the athletic fields will still be in the flight path of those Navy trainers. And as investigative reporter Jessica Savage has learned, the proposed location has also raised concerns with the South Texas Military Facilities Task Force.
We talked to several members of the South Texas Military Task Force, and because of the Navy's concerns, the task force plans to meet next week to talk about this. Longtime member County Judge Lloyd Neal explained why building a school in that area could lead to bigger problems down the road.
If the Navy perceives it to be an issue, it's a real issue. You know, and the Department of Defense says that's an encroachment problem. It's a problem.
Building a high school campus in a crash zone near Navy flight training could be considered encroachment. That's when things like high-density housing are built too close to military flight training facilities. It's those kinds of development that the Navy has said shouldn't be there. And Neal says that's a negative that could put our military installations at risk for base realignment and closure, also known as BRAC.
So I'm really hoping our school district has done a lot of work with the Navy, because the greatest employer we have is in AS Corpus Christi.
The only meeting we know of between the Navy and the school district happened back in April, and that happened after the Navy sent CCISD a letter recommending it not build the high school in that location. We've since asked the Navy if CCISD's changes to the campus design addressed all of its concerns, but we haven't heard back. Jessica Savage, 6 Investigates.
Now, we've also asked CCISD for copies of the letter it received from the Navy and also a copy of its response. The district has acknowledged our request but has not provided those letters yet.